Most people are using ChatGPT completely wrong. They type in basic questions and get basic answers, then wonder why everyone says AI is overrated. But what if I told you that the right prompts can turn ChatGPT into your personal coach, tutor, business advisor, and productivity assistant all in one? Hey, welcome back to RoboRise. If you're new here, we break down AI, tech, and practical strategies to level up your life. Today, I'm giving you 10 ChatGPT prompts that will genuinely change how you work, learn, and solve problems. These aren't basic prompts like, write me an essay. These are powerful frameworks that professionals and top performers are using right now. I use these prompts almost daily, and they've saved me hundreds of hours and helped me make better decisions faster. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete toolkit of prompts you can copy and use immediately. Let's dive in. Why prompts matter. Before we get to the specific prompts, let's talk about why this matters. ChatGPT is only as good as the instructions you give it. It's like having the smartest person in the world ready to help you. But if you just say, help me with my project, they won't know what to do. You need to be specific, give context, and tell it exactly what kind of help you need. The difference between an average prompt and a great prompt is literally the difference between getting generic garbage and getting genuinely useful insights that save you hours of work. Here's the key insight. The best prompts do three things. First, they give ChatGPT a role or expertise to embody. Second, they provide clear context about your situation. Third, they specify exactly what format or type of output you want. Most people skip all three of these and wonder why. ChatGPT gives them useless answers. Today, I'm giving you 10 prompts that follow this framework. Some will help you learn faster. Some will help you make better decisions. Some will boost your productivity. And some will help you solve complex problems you've been stuck on. The best part? You can use these starting today. No special skills required. Just copy, paste, customize to your situation, and watch ChatGPT become 10 times more useful. Prompt 1. The Learning Accelerator. The first prompt is perfect for anyone trying to learn a new skill or understand a complex topic quickly. The prompt, I want to learn about topic. I'm a complete beginner. Create a 30-day learning plan that breaks this down into daily lessons. For each day, include the main concept to learn, a practical exercise to reinforce it, and how it builds on previous days. Make sure each day takes no more than 30 minutes. Why this works. Most people try to learn everything at once and get overwhelmed. This prompt forces ChatGPT to break complex topics into manageable daily chunks. The 30-minute limit keeps it realistic. The progression ensures you're building knowledge step by step. Real example. Let's say you want to learn Python programming. You'd use the prompt like this. I want to learn about Python programming. I'm a complete beginner. Create a 30-day learning plan that breaks this down into daily lessons. For each day, include the main concept to learn, a practical exercise to reinforce it, and how it builds on previous days. Make sure each day takes no more than 30 minutes. ChatGPT will give you a structured path from variables and data types all the way to building your first real project with clear exercises for each day. When to use this? Learning a new language, mastering a software tool, understanding a subject for school, preparing for a certification, or picking up a new hobby. Pro tip. After you get the plan, ask ChatGPT to quiz you at the end of each week to test your retention. This turns it into a complete learning system. Prompt 2. The Decision Maker. The second prompt helps you make better decisions by forcing you to think through all angles. The prompt, I need to make a decision about your decision. Help me think through this by listing all pros and cons, identifying potential risks I might not have considered, suggesting questions I should ask myself before deciding, and providing a framework to evaluate my options objectively. Why this works. When we're stuck on a decision, it's usually because we're too emotionally close to it or we haven't considered all the angles. This prompt gives you an outside perspective and forces systematic thinking. Real example. I need to make a decision about whether to quit my job and start a business. Help me think through this by listing all pros and cons, identifying potential risks I might not have considered, suggesting questions I should ask myself before deciding, and providing a framework to evaluate my options objectively. ChatGPT will break down financial risks, opportunity costs, timing considerations, and personal readiness factors you might have missed. When to use this? Career decisions, relationship choices, business strategy, moving to a new city, choosing a college major, or any big life decision. Pro tip: after you get the analysis, ask ChatGPT to play devil's advocate against whichever option you're leaning toward. This helps you stress test your thinking. Prompt 3, the Productivity Optimizer. The third prompt is a game changer for anyone struggling with time, management, or feeling overwhelmed. The prompt: I have number hours available today and need to accomplish these tasks. List your tasks. Analyze my list and prioritize them using the Eisenhower matrix. Estimate realistic time for each. Identify tasks I should delegate or eliminate. Create an optimized schedule with breaks, and suggest how to batch similar tasks for efficiency. Why this works? Most to-do lists are just brain dumps with no strategy. This prompt applies proven productivity frameworks and helps you work smarter, not just harder. Real example. I have 8 hours available today and need to accomplish these tasks. Finish a presentation for work. Respond to 30 emails, study for an exam, work out. Analyze my list and prioritize them using the Eisenhower matrix. Estimate realistic time for each. Identify tasks I should delegate or eliminate. Create an optimized schedule with breaks, and suggest how to batch similar tasks for efficiency. ChatGPT will tell you that vacation research can wait. Emails can be batched into 2 20-minute sessions, and your presentation should be your first priority. It'll create a realistic schedule that actually fits in 8 hours. When to use this? Overwhelming work days, exam preparation, managing multiple responsibilities, or anytime you feel like you have too much to do. Pro tip: do this every morning or the night before. It takes 2 minutes, but saves you hours of decision fatigue throughout the day. Prompt 4, the Problem Solver. The fourth prompt helps you solve complex problems by breaking them down systematically. The prompt: I'm facing this problem. Describe your problem. Help me solve it by identifying the root cause, not just symptoms, breaking it into smaller sub-problems, suggesting 3 to 5 potential solutions with pros and cons for each, and outlining concrete next steps I can take today. Why this works? Most people get stuck because they're trying to solve the wrong problem or they're overwhelmed by complexity. This prompt forces root cause analysis and actionable solutions. Real example. I'm facing this problem. I keep missing deadlines at work even though I work long hours. Help me solve it by identifying the root cause, not just symptoms, breaking it into smaller sub-problems, suggesting 3 to 5 potential solutions with pros and cons for each, and outlining concrete next steps I can take today. ChatGPT might identify that the issue isn't time but unclear priorities, poor estimation, or saying yes to too many things. Then it'll suggest specific solutions like time blocking, saying no to non-essential meetings, or using project management tools. When to use this? Stuck on a work challenge, relationship conflict, health and fitness plateaus, financial struggles, or any persistent problem you can't seem to solve. Pro tip: be brutally honest when describing the problem. ChatGPT can only help if you give it the real situation, not the version that makes you look good. Prompt 5, the Writing Enhancer. The fifth prompt takes your writing from good to great without ChatGPT writing it for you. The prompt: review this text I wrote, paste your writing. Don't rewrite it. Instead, point out where my arguments are weak or unclear, suggest where I need more evidence or examples, identify sentences that are confusing or too complex, highlight where my tone doesn't match my intended audience, and give me specific revision suggestions I can implement myself. Why this works? This doesn't turn ChatGPT into a ghostwriter. It turns it into an editor who helps you become a better writer by teaching you what to improve and why. Real example. You paste an essay, email, or article you wrote. ChatGPT will tell you things like, your second paragraph makes 3 different points. Split it into 3 paragraphs, or this claim needs evidence. Consider adding a statistic or example. Or this sentence is 45 words long. Break it up for clarity. When to use this? School essays, work emails, blog posts, cover letters, important messages, reports, or any writing that matters. Pro tip: after you revise based on the feedback, paste the new version and ask if it's better. This creates a feedback loop that rapidly improves your writing skills. Prompt 6, the conversation preparer. The 6th prompt helps you prepare for difficult or important conversations. The prompt: I need to have a conversation with person about topic. Help me prepare by predicting how they might react based on their personality or situation, suggesting the best way to frame my points, identifying potential objections and how to address them, providing language that's assertive but not aggressive, and outlining what a successful outcome looks like. Why this works. Difficult conversations fail because we wing it or get emotional. I need to have a conversation with my boss about getting a raise. Help me prepare by predicting how they might react based on the company's current financial situation, suggesting the best way to frame my points, identifying potential objections and how to address them, providing language that's assertive but not aggressive, and outlining what a successful outcome looks like. ChatGPT will help you build a case based on your value, prepare responses to "not in the budget right now," and suggest timing and framing strategies. When to use this? Asking for a raise, setting boundaries, giving feedback, breaking up, or any conversation you're nervous about. Pro tip: after the conversation happens, tell ChatGPT how it went and ask what you could have done better. Prompt 7, the habit builder. The 7th prompt helps you actually stick to new habits instead of giving up after a week. The prompt: I want to build this habit, your habit. Help me create a sustainable plan by starting with the smallest possible version of this habit, identifying triggers in my existing routine where I can attach this habit, predicting obstacles I'll face in weeks 1, 2, and 4 and how to overcome them, creating accountability mechanisms, and outlining how to gradually increase difficulty over 90 days. Why this works. Most people fail at habits because they start too big and have no plan for obstacles. This prompt uses proven behavior change principles. Real example. I want to build this habit, exercising regularly. Help me create a sustainable plan by starting with the smallest possible version of this habit, identifying triggers in my existing routine where I can attach this habit, predicting obstacles I'll face in weeks 1, 2, and 4 and how to overcome them, creating accountability mechanisms, and outlining how to gradually increase difficulty over 90 days. ChatGPT might suggest starting with just 5 push-ups, right after you brush your teeth in the morning, then gradually building from there. It'll predict you'll lose motivation in week 2 when the novelty wears, often suggest solutions like finding a workout buddy or tracking streaks. When to use this? Building fitness habits, studying consistently, waking up early, meditation, reading, or any behavior change. Pro tip: check in with ChatGPT weekly. Tell it how the habit is going and ask for adjustments. This creates dynamic accountability. Prompt 8, the creative unlocker. The 8th prompt helps when you're stuck creatively or need fresh ideas. The prompt: I'm working on your project and I'm stuck. Help me generate ideas by asking me 10 thought-provoking questions about my project that I haven't considered, suggesting 5 completely different angles or approaches, identifying assumptions I might be making that are limiting me, and providing 3 random or unexpected elements I could incorporate to make it more interesting. Why this works. Creative blocks happen when we keep thinking in the same patterns. This prompt forces you out of your mental rut with questions and perspectives. you wouldn't have considered. Real example. I'm working on a marketing campaign for a new app and I'm stuck. Help me generate ideas by asking me 10 thought-provoking questions about my project that I haven't considered, suggesting 5 completely different angles or approaches, identifying assumptions I might be making that are limiting me, and providing 3 random or unexpected elements I could incorporate to make it more interesting. ChatGPT might ask, what if your target audience is completely wrong? Or, what would this campaign look like if it had to go viral without any budget? These questions spark new thinking. When to use this? Creative projects, content creation, problem solving at work, brainstorming business ideas, or when you feel stuck in a rut. Pro tip: answer the questions ChatGPT gives you, then paste your answers back and ask for ideas based on your responses. This creates a generative conversation. Prompt 9. The Feedback Translator. The 9th prompt helps you extract value from criticism without getting defensive. The prompt: I received this feedback. Paste the feedback you got. Help me process it objectively by separating emotional language from actual points, identifying what's valid criticism versus personal opinion, suggesting concrete actions I can take to improve, reframing harsh criticism in constructive terms, and helping me decide what to apply and what to ignore. Why this works? Feedback, especially negative feedback, triggers our defenses. We either dismiss it entirely or take it too personally. This prompt helps you extract the useful parts without the emotional damage. Real example. Your boss said your presentation was confusing and unprofessional. That stings. You paste it into this prompt and ChatGPT helps. You see that confusing might mean your structure needs work, while unprofessional could mean formatting issues or delivery. It turns a vague criticism into actionable improvements. When to use this? Performance reviews, rejection letters, critical comments on your work, relationship feedback, or any criticism that you're struggling to process. Pro tip: use this for positive feedback too. It helps you identify what you're actually doing well so you can do more of it. Prompt 10. The Goal Planner. The 10th and final prompt turns vague dreams into concrete action plans. The prompt: my goal is your goal. Help me create a realistic plan by breaking this into quarterly milestones, identifying skills or resources I'll need to acquire, predicting challenges I'll face and how to prepare for them, creating weekly action steps for the first month, defining how I'll measure progress, and suggesting how to stay motivated when progress is slow. Why this works? Most goals fail not because they're impossible, but because they're not broken down into specific actions. This prompt creates a roadmap from where you are to where you want to be. Real example. My goal is to start a profitable side business in the next year. Help me create a realistic plan by breaking this into quarterly milestones, identifying skills or resources I'll need to acquire, predicting challenges I'll face and how to prepare for them. ChatGPT will create a quarter-by-quarter plan. Quarter 1 might be research and skill building. Quarter 2 might be launching a minimum viable product. Quarter 3 might be getting your first customers. It makes the overwhelming feel achievable. When to use this? Career goals, fitness transformation, financial targets, relationship goals, or any big ambition. Pro tip: review and update this plan monthly with ChatGPT. Goals evolve and your plan should too. Bonus tips and final thoughts. All right, those are the 10 prompts. But before we wrap up, let me give you some bonus tips to make these even more powerful. Tip 1. Always follow up. The first response ChatGPT gives you is rarely the best response. Ask follow-up questions. Say, can you elaborate on point? 3. Or give me an example of that. Or what if my situation is slightly different? Because the conversation is where the magic happens. Tip 2. Give context. The more context you provide about your specific situation, the better the advice. Don't just say, help me with my career. Say, I'm 25, working in marketing, making $50K, living in a high-cost of city, and trying to decide if I should get an MBA or switch to a startup. Tip 3. Save your best prompts. When you find a prompt that works really well for you, save it in a note somewhere. Build your own personal library of prompts that you can reuse. Tip 4. Iterate and personalize. These prompts are templates. Modify them for your specific needs. Add details. Change the structure. Make them yours. Tip 5. Fact-check important information. ChatGPT is smart, but it's not perfect. If you're making important decisions based on its advice, verify key facts independently. Now here's what I want you to do. Don't just watch this video and forget about it. Pick one prompt from this list. Just one. Copy it. Use it today on a real problem or goal you have. See how it works. Then try another one tomorrow. The people who get the most value from AI aren't the ones who know the most about it. Let's quickly recap the 10 life-changing prompts. 1. The Learning Accelerator for mastering new skills. 2. The Decision Maker for better choices. 3. The Productivity Optimizer for managing your time. 4. The Problem Solver for tackling complex challenges. 5. The Writing Enhancer for improving your communication. 6. The Conversation Preparer for difficult discussions. 7. The Habit Builder for lasting behavior change. 8. The Creative Unlocker for fresh ideas. 9. The Feedback Translator for processing criticism. 10. The Goal Planner for turning dreams into action. If you use even 3 of these consistently, ChatGPT will become one of the most valuable tools in your life. Here's what to do next. First, screenshot this video or take notes on the prompts you want to try. Second, pick one and use it today, not tomorrow, today. Third, share this video with someone who's frustrated with ChatGPT or doesn't know how to use it effectively. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We post AI tutorials and tech strategies every Tuesday and Friday to help you work smarter and live better. Drop a comment and tell me which prompt you're most excited to try, or share a prompt that works well for you. And if you haven't watched our other videos on AI tools, check out our video on AI tools for students or AI side hustles, all linked in the description. Remember, AI is only as useful as the questions you ask it. With these 10 prompts, you're now asking better questions than 95% of people using ChatGPT. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Robo Rise, helping you rise with technology.